If you're positive, you better bless this space. If you are negative, you better get up out our face. If you are positive, you better bless this space. If you are damn it. If you're positive, you better bless this space. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. If you are positive, you better bless this space. If you are negative, you better get up out my face. If you are positive, you better bless our space. If you are negative, you better get up out our faces.
If you are new here, hi, I am Azari.
And I am Space the Witch.
And this is Witches and Weebs, where the otaku lifestyle, spirituality, fandom, and witchcraft all come together to create a harmonious community of witches and weebs and everything in between. We dive into all things mystical, magical, pop culture, witchy, weeby, anything under the sun considered fun. So if you are here, thank you for joining us on our journey to betterment, and we hope that you have as much fun as we do. My bra strap is sliding down my fucking shoulders, and it's honestly so irritating.
Oh my god, me too. But I'm wearing a sports bra. This shit is so uncomfortable right now. Oh god, the girls are fucking. Welcome to Fandom and Witchcraft episode 2, because this is gonna be our new series for Witchy Wednesday, at least. Another new series because we had fun. We had fun yapping last week, and I had a lot of fun yapping about Gojo. I got to be Gojo, little lover, and now, as you can see, right behind me, we have Monkey D. Luffy right here, right next to my Zeus candle. And that's who we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about all the stuff that you can invoke by using Monkey D. Luffy in your craft. If you really love him, and you have, like, I have a friend who loves Luffy, huge fan, the comfort character for 20 years. To the point where they have been, we have known each other for 15 years, and they have been trying to get me to watch One Piece for the entire time. And I did not cave until last year, and it wasn't even for them. I'm such a bad friend. Hear me out. I saw a photo of Katakuri, and I was like, oh no, I think he's cute. Oh no, he's 16 feet tall. I think he's cute. I just want to say, as Witches and Weebs promotes various kinds of witchcraft, this is clearly an element of chaos magic, where you're invoking a modern day deity of some sort. A person that gets a lot of energy put into them via fan artists, fan fiction, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. This is what you're doing. Which includes channeling energy through fandom or from fandom characters into your practices, which is where we now rest. We did Gojo's tutorial last time because that is my comfort character. We're doing Luffy this time. Luffy. And Mia was like, I think we should do Luffy. And I was like, that's actually a really good idea because my friend would really enjoy this. What kind of practices would you do with Luffy, or do you think could be done with Luffy? I want to know. So please leave them down in the comments. I also want to know, for people that aren't interested in Luffy, what kind of altar would you have for your favorite characters?
I'd have a very purple altar for Raiden Shogun, and it's so fitting that purple is her color, because purple is the color of clarity, or not clarity, royalty and higher self, and
psychic abilities.
She's a goddess. So
I do have to say that some elements of Genshin Impact are very well researched, because I think a lot of their colors are very important to their stories. Fandom in witchcraft is something we wanted to incorporate a lot more in our show, because in our YouTube channel, because this is basically the perfect kind of combination of our favorite things.
Yep.
And it also gives us a lot of good ideas, because I came up with some spells this time for you. So we wanted you guys to use stuff that, like, I have fucking covered in dust. Please hold. Little figurines that you can use and bring with you as charms, and other kind of amulets, talismans, all kind of things that you guys would already own as fandom people. And so there's no reason to buy new things when you can just use what you already have.
Exactly.
And you have your comfort character for a reason. That's your comfort character for a reason. There's something that speaks to them. But last week we had a lot of fun exploring Gojo and exploring what you could do by live action role playing his abilities, as well as various other elements like his color scheme and stuff like that. So we have some notes on Monkey D. Luffy's abilities.
We're just gonna make this nice and short and sweet, so for the sake of brevity, bear with us. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about the abilities, and then I'm gonna talk more about what you can do with these kind of energies. So for starters, we all know that Monkey D. Luffy has the fucking gum fruit. For people who are further in the manga and in the anime, they know what the gum fruit actually is. Probably gonna put in the front of this video spoilers, so we can talk about it. If you paid attention to the beginning of the video, you saw that there were going to be spoilers here. So spoilers is that his gum fruit, which is his rubber fruit, is actually a mythical Zoan fruit that was based off of the sun god Nika. We're not going to talk about Haki because Haki is not specific to Luffy. Haki is something that most characters in One Piece have, provided they do their training or are in the Marines.
Yeah, in some level, a lot of characters have Haki, even if it's one element of like observation is intuition.
Right. Anyway, with this devil fruit, the first one that he showed was Gear 2. Gear 2, he basically like gets his blood pumping because he starts like, he moves his body around like it's a piston.
He superheats his entire body. He causes his blood to pump. He physically pumps his own heart faster. He's probably going 200, 300 beats per minute. But yes, he pumps his blood so fast, and the only reason he can do this is because he is rubber and is resistant to heat and electricity. So it's basically he's zoom going real fast.
He's a literal engine. He's just going like a spring, just me, and then he's powering himself up. So something like that is really good for if you want to promote activity or you want to energize yourself, do practices that get you going, that get you energized, and things that will help like make you feel more boisterous. So you want to wake up and tackle the day because you've got that excess energy that you want to channel into doing something ideally productive.
Yeah, you literally just be like, okay, I'm shifting into Gear 2. Shift. There you go. You're suddenly in Gear 2 and you've got more energy.
And for the people who are like, oh my god, this is cringe because you're LARPing, yeah, and guess what? It worked. I'm not miserable, and you're a hater, so I guess I win both ways, lamau.
Crazy that to be cringe is to be free.
Whoa.
That's how it works.
And who better than Monkey D. Luffy to be the epitome of freedom?
Exactly. We'll get into that later too as well.
Ooh. So, Luffy has 5 gears. Gear 3 was the one where he was able to change his body depending on like if he wanted to be bigger or if he wanted to be smaller.
I do want to say that it's not technically smaller. It's only big. He gets smaller afterwards because he constricts like rubber. He inflated too much.
That as energy, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I just want to say specifically to Luffy's powers, the smallness is like an after effect.
Yeah.
But you can still invoke small Luffy. Then nothing's stopping you. Small Luffy is really cute. It's kind of hilarious. Please use him.
So with Gear 3 would be something like glamour magic, where if you want to be bold and you want to be perceived as bold, you can channel Gear 3.
That's a good
It'll
one.
heighten your personality. It'll attract people to you. It'll make people be you'll be more approachable. Whereas if you want to feel smaller, you don't really want to be perceived. You kind of just want to go about your day without people bothering you. Then you're like, okay, let's invoke Gear 3, but let's be tiny today. I want to be small today.
Let's say you're walking home late at night from work or whatever, and you don't want to be seen. Invoke small Luffy. There you go.
And if you keep him as a chain on your pocket, if you have a Luffy keychain or have some sort of portable Luffy merchandise, it'll be even better because you actually have a focus that you can channel in, and the energy will be more potent, and you're not expending too much of your own personal reservoir of energy.
Hold it in your hand and just be like, I am invoking Luffy right here, right now. There you go.
Then there's Gear 4. He inflates his arms like that one episode of SpongeBob where he had the fucking The muscle arms.
He becomes a bouncy ball.
He's a
If
big
you ever
old
wanna-
bouncy boy.
This is a great, again, this is a big good one for defense and protection because he is a bouncy ball. Nothing kind of bounces right back off of him. He bounces off of things. Nothing really hurts him. This is perfect for protection and invoking a defensive kind of situation.
I remember you
Because nothing sticks on me. It just goes back to you.
I mean, it's all protection. Like, you got a snake that will bite the people who try to scorn you, and then you've got Big Boy, where it's quite literally just a big old shield.
Also, the snake one is also very good for hexing and cursing because venom. So if you wanted to use that, that's also a good one.
Or if you want to curse yourself because people are talking bad on you, and they'll bite them right back if they speak ill on your name, and you got their poison. You did your thing. You did your protection. It's all protection.
So I want to talk about Gear 5 because here's the thing. It is all about freedom, down to the point where he is free from the physics of reality itself. You can see where I'm going with this. This man basically has Toon Force. For anybody who has any understanding, you understand how OP Toon Force is.
What's Toon Force?
Okay, I should have gotten a definition for Toon Force. So this is basically about the ability of fictional characters set in the cartoon media, like Bugs Bunny. It is bypassing the physical laws of reality for comedic effects, like how what's his name paints a fucking train on a fucking Roadrunner. Yes, he paints the black thing and paints the little train, and the Roadrunner just skedaddles right through it. But when he tries to do it, slams into a wall. That is kind of the shit that Luffy is capable of doing in Gear 5. That means if you want to change your reality, Gear 5 is the perfect way to invoke it, because this is literally bypassing all of it and obtaining things beyond what you think reality will give you.
You are unlocking your spiritual being.
You are unlocking your spiritual being because you have broken apart from reality itself, and you're like, okay, I'm not worried about anything my ego says I can't have. I can have anything I want. Breaking the fourth wall. This is also if you've watched fucking Bugs Bunny. Now, granted, this is not for comedic effect, but it is the same concept because Luffy was capable of changing everything. He is only limited by his imagination in this form. He uses it as rubber because that's what he knows. But Oda has come out and said he is only limited by his imagination when he is in Gear 5.
And Luffy's a literal deity. Like, and literal
he is
deity.
But he is also a literal and figurative freedom fighter.
He's a huge freedom fighter.
It goes into his Gear 5 nature. Now, do I think that the fruit influenced him? Not really, actually. I think he was pretty much always going to be a freedom fighter because he was always obsessed with freedom and adventure.
Yep.
So when you are invoking Luffy, you could also invoke him during justice workings against tyrannical governments, workings against fascist governments. We are going a little into politics here, but it needs to be said when you are dealing with a freedom fighter character like Luffy. If you are not political, what are you watching One Piece for? One Piece is inherently political because this is a story about a freedom fighter who pretends to be a pirate. He is not a real pirate. They do not act like pirates. They are adventurers. They are freedom fighters. He only calls himself a pirate because that's the only thing he's ever known to call it. But he's never acted like a pirate. He's never done anything like a pirate. He doesn't take from people. He doesn't steal from people. He relieves people of their stresses. He overthrows governments. Wano. He overthrows corrupt politicians. Crocodile. He overthrows kings. Choppers, where Chopper came from.
That man
overthrows.
Was not shit.
I mean, that man was really not shit.
He wasn't.
He is also,
Wapo ain't shit.
Wapo ain't shit. He ain't shit at all. I mean, there's also Sanchi's father.
He ain't shit either. Fuck that man.
Fuck that man. He overthrows people that are evil. He challenges other pirates. He is not a real pirate.
That's a freedom
He
fighter.
That's a freedom fighter. So invoking Luffy is invoking justice and invoking freedom fighter nature. So you have to be willing to do some of that kind of stuff. You cannot say my witchcraft is not political here. It is inherently political.
And not justice work in the way of, oh, they took the last cupcake when I wanted it. I deserve justice from this. Like, please have a seat. That's absolutely, that's not even worth the energy and the magic because someone, make your own cupcake. Make your own damn cupcake. This isn't for petty little spats. This isn't for petty little miscommunications or petty little being scorned because you didn't like the way someone said something, even though that it wasn't their intention and you didn't communicate that with them. Smiles. This is for, I have been truly wronged and this has ruined my life and I'm the only person suffering from this.
Like I said, this is a abuser. This doesn't even have to be I'm the only person suffering from this. Because this is for abusers, cheaters, people that have already cursed your very soul with trauma.
Which is a form of suffering.
They have cursed you already. This is for tyrannical governments, fascist governments. I don't want to say the word, but politicians. People that are doing cruel and evil, cartoonishly evil things. But we are saying that this is a part of the marginalized, oppressed community taking their power back from the people in power. This is not for petty grievances between you and Sally, or you and Barbara, or you and Karen. You can communicate like an adult and set your boundaries. Do that. This is for heavy justice workings, where you are trying to overthrow people that have done you wrong, or done people that you love wrong, or done entire countries wrong. We'll go that far. This is the type of person that you invoke. Now, I didn't write anything spell worthy for that level of justice working because, not gonna lie, a little scary. A little spooky ooky for me.
I will always reference color magic because color magic is kind of one of the most easiest magics that you can do.
Oh, absolutely. I have color magic in this spell.
Yeah, I have color magic. I'm rubbering your glue. Anything that invokes like leadership qualities within yourself, or anything that you just want to bounce right off of you because, again, I'm rubber and you're glue. Anything that bounces off of me sticks to you. Return to sender. Hello.
That is a return to sender. I was about to say that's a return to sender spell right there. I'm rubber, you are glue. Whatever you send to me returns right back to you. Return to sender spell. Ooh.
Like,
anyway.
Protection that we already talked about, shaping yourself into becoming the ideal free person that you want to be, and obviously never giving up, because even when Luffy loses, Luffy doesn't fail. And do you know why Luffy doesn't fail? It's because he comes back, and when he comes back, he's stronger, and then he wins because he's basically beating his demons. This motherfucker is fighting his demons after doing some shadow working,
as well as he also knows when he cannot do it alone.
Exactly.
Wano is an extremely perfect example of this. When he knows when he needs help. He understands when he can't do it alone. He was gonna make Wano somewhere that everybody could have as much food as they needed. And he did it with the help of an entire army to overthrow Kaido and Doo Head, whatever name he was. I hate that guy. I'm not even gonna give him the respect of knowing his name.
Who?
The guy from Wano who killed Udon.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. Fuck that guy.
Fuck him.
But yeah, this is all about, this is truly the best character for adventure, freedom, liberation, defense. This is an all-around great fucking character to invoke. But what the thing I'm going to invoke here is a little bit of fun. So to embody Luffy's courage, joy, and freedom, I have a straw hat invocation spell. Yeah, technically I wanted you to use a straw hat, but I know nobody, like most people, don't have one, so just use a hat. Just use a regular old schmegular hat, it's fine. I have a red candle to represent passion, life force, energy, how he goes hard and goes super passionate. I also have a blue candle to invoke water and the sea and adventure, and as well as calmness, because the one thing that Luffy is extremely emotionally intelligent. He's not in any sort of fashion any other bit of intelligence, so it doesn't come off as well, but he is capable of making, well, actually he is actually very intelligent in other fashions, but only one. Battle sense.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker can throw some hands.
That motherfucker can think on the fly and be very, very creative about what he does when he's fighting. A string of cord to bond yourself with your friends, your family, your crew, as well as the spell itself. And then a small offering of food, because what does Luffy love better than anything else in the world?
Everything.
Food.
Everything.
Food.
He'll eat it.
It doesn't matter what you give him, he will eat it. He eats the literal disgusting ass shit. You can make anything, this boy would be happy. So place the candles side by side, put the hat in between, hold the string, you and your goal, in between the candles as you light it, and focus on whatever dream that you want to pursue, because he is pursuing the One Piece relentlessly.
Relentlessly.
And you want to pursue that with Luffy-like energy. Luffy-like determination, Luffy-like devotion. You'll say whatever, you can say whatever you want. I have this. Light the candles. I call upon the spirit, courage, and joy. May I be as fearless as the sea, as bright as the sun, and as loyal as the bond of captain to crew. To your dream. Tie the string around your waist. Around your waist? That's a really long string. Around your wrist to carry it always. Or you can tie it to one of your little charms or one of your things that you carry around with your, like if you have Luffy on your keychain, tie it to there, just so it's always on you when you go out and when you are working on your dreams. And then also, if you ever really need a spark, put the hat on, touch the hat, you know.
Make an altar. Put his straw hat on the altar. If you got figurines of his crew, put his crew on the altar. Offer him food. It doesn't matter what kind of food it is. Any kind of food will probably do, because he eats quite literally everything. Have some a jar or a little container of water to represent the sea. If you want to be cool and put some dye in it and some little glitter flakes to make it look like the ocean, go ahead if you're an aesthetic person. Have a little boat. If you got a little boat in a ship, or you just have a little boat, put it on there.
You can make up a little paper boat. You can also invoke him during kitchen witchery. Anytime you make food, cook a meal and have a fun time with friends, and you will be able to recharge your energy as Luffy. Because what does he enjoy better than anything else? Eating. And also, lastly, you can also make a sigil in representation of your One Piece. The goal that you are pursuing relentlessly. Like, I think I'm going to make one for Witches and Weebs, because Witches and Weebs being a mutual aid network and a success is the dream that I want to pursue relentlessly, along with various other things that are under the Witches and Weebs umbrella, because I'm doing them together with Mia.
We got a lot of stuff that we are going to pursue, and we are going to chase them relentlessly, and it's going to get so tired of us and be like, damn, y'all still here? And we gonna be like, y'all, yes we are.
But and I've picked 3 things that I'm gonna pursue. One for me, which is what we talked about, Witches and Weebs, and then stuff for the family. So those are my spells for you. One is a sigil, one is just cooking a meal, because kitchen witchery. Have fun with your friends. And then, of course, we have the Straw Hat Invocation to invoke a truly strong bond to whatever goal that you are chasing. And we have our episode for Fandom Witchcraft.
Yay! This episode, again, is fun. I love that. We are encouraging people to be themselves. Who would ever be like, damn, I want to pray to this anime character? And little do y'all know, y'all kind of already do that. I'm looking at you, fan fiction writers, the good ones. Y'all are doing exactly that. If you do magic and you love anime and you do role play or some sort of fan fiction, you are quite literally doing your magic. Now it's just a matter of doing your magic in a different way
intention.
Than you're normally doing. Now that you know.
With intention. Now
right.
You just have to do it with intention.
You know, oh, I frequently write stories about this character. Well, let me just write my dreams and invoke the energy from this character. I like to role play with this character. Let me just act like I'm communing with this character. And then we can start cultivating my path. And then I can start walking out that path that's laid out for me. It's not silly. If there are some...
I was going to say that this is actually a perfect place for self inserts and characters like that. So, because it basically do the self insert thing. You're basically manifesting in some fashion.
Yep, and now you're just manifesting with your comfort character. So now it's even more fun on top of already being fun.
Yeah, it's just another added layer. And it lets go of that cringe factor that everybody is so scared of just being their authentic selves and being weird. You can be weird. You can be weird. It's okay to be weird.
If y'all
it's
can
much better than being a normal thing they got going on, homies. Normal people are weird.
If y'all can create characters and devote your passion into making them feel like real characters, talk to that character, shadow work with that character, ask that character to give you some energy. They are now here. Even though they're not corporeal, the energy is still there. Don't let anybody tell you that it's cringe because they're just haters, that they didn't think of it first and they're not comfortable enough with doing that because they care about what people think about them. Womp womp. That's not our problem.
It is not.
But that was the episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment. Tell us if you're going to work with any more characters, suggest characters that we talk about, or
please would love to see that.
Share if you do plan on doing some practices, share with us how you'll do it, or if we didn't include something that you would consider doing with Luffy, let us know. We love seeing how people can interpret their own things with something that they're given. People are creative, non-derogatory, and I love it.
Non-derogatory, we do love it. Please let us know if you are liking this series in the comments as well.
We give us a thumbs up if you like the video too, and please consider subscribing to Witches and Weebs and turning on that notification bell so you know when we are uploading new videos.
We're so cute. Look at us.
Because who doesn't want to be first in line for an episode of Witches and Weebs? I know we do. We are our #1 fans.
We are our #1 fans, and the irony is, I was saying that shit as a joke, and now I'm feeling all confident. I'm like, oh shit, it does work. And that's how you know your brain can't handle jokes.
At least in severe repetition.
Yeah, here's the thing. A lot of the jokes that we make are self-deprecating and mean.
Yeah.
And I don't mean speaking of, I meant just us as a whole generation.
Dark
we
humor.
got off on being humor and mean to ourselves, unaware that our brain doesn't realize jokes. And then it does have an effect on our mental health.
It breeds habits. Consistency breeds habits. Negative or positive.
Negative or positive. So all the negative talk, all the dark humor, kiki. Yeah, make fun of your traumas because that's how it has. But if you're making fun of regular schmegular things and then wondering why you're not confident, that's why. You got to be confident in being confident. A lot of you are confident that you're not confident. Not confident that you can't do shit. You're confident that you can't do shit. Okay, be confident that you can do shit. That's how easy it is.
And then do it. Just do it.
Do it to be proud of yourself. Luffy would want you to. So,
everybody, please remember to practice safely, practice wisely, and may all of your positive affirmations and manifestations come to fruition because they will. Because magic is real.
Remember to stay magical, stay mystical, and stay whimsical. We will see you next time.
Bye.